AVA Sports, sponsoring live stream action for Contenders. What's your knockout combination?
Introducing to you one more time, fighting out of the red corner, from Skegness Kickboxing. Put your hands together for Grant Smith. And introducing his opponent, standing across the cage in the blue corner, from Winsper MMA. Give it up for Jay Cooper. This welterweight mixed martial arts contest will be fought over three 3-minute rounds. Your referee in charge of the action, Mr. Dan Moverheady.
Looking at Jay Cooper's corner, Dean, he looks raring to go.
Cage door locks. We're waiting for Dan to give the okay. Here we go. First round.
Let's go then, Dave.
Mutual touch of respect, light on his feet now, Jay. Nice leg kick, needs to keep those hands up. Both guys with their hands pretty low.
Yeah, we're seeing this style quite a lot. I mean, a la the kind of Conor McGregor's around. They work at that distance. They're really comfortable and confident with their strikes. And they're looking for a way in. But like you said, it's dangerous if you've got their hands down. It only takes one.
That's right, it's the evolution of MMA. Over the years, it slowly changes. And lately, it's become this hands low, moving light, moving fast. Technique that seems to really appeal to audiences.
Grant's trying to time these kicks here. Jay's doing a great job of slamming that lead leg. He's trying to take the spring out of the step, the power, the movement away from Grant Smith. But if Grant can time a catch, and then the right hand, there we go, beautiful stuff.
Good work by Jay as he closes range with big shots. Beautiful work.
Yeah, Jay Cooper, we spoke about the power. He's coming in a lot heavier in this fight. He cut a lot of weight, put some of the water back in his body. He's looking for that KO finish.
For me, Smith allowing too much respect. He needs to come forward, change. Oh, beautiful work. Great right high kick. Needs to start to move laterally. He's just moving, standing on the spot and allowing Jay in. But as I said, that takes it to canvas. Half guard now. Jay Cooper on his back.
Grant Smith did a great job of catching that kick, and he's dictated where the fight wants to be. And he wants to be on the floor now. You see the way he's pinning that arm, pinning the left arm there. He's going to try and pass the guard. He needs to start thinking about pulling one of his legs across, perhaps for the knee slice pass from this position here. But
good work by Cooper just to get that leg inside for the butterfly as he just pops it out now for full guard. Smith missing the opportunity there to keep that half guard.
Jay Cooper very savvy from his back here, looking for the
Beautiful,
triangle.
beautiful work, great setup.
All he's got to do now, Rob, is reach over with his left hand and pull his right shin down and squeeze his knees. You see the way his ankle's not in the crook of the back of his knee. Now it is.
Beautiful.
Now this is tight.
Needs to pull that head in, get those legs in, pull that foot up towards the knee.
He could switch to an armbar here.
He needs to maneuver that technique.
Grant working the legs though, very unorthodox way to get out, but it works.
Beautiful work, he's managed to escape almost a reverse triangle there.
Yeah, now he's looking to set up a reverse triangle of his own. The referee's looking on here.
Good shots from Cooper there.
Yeah, we can see Cooper still in the fight here. Very resilient there towards the end of the round, still striking. And what he was doing there, Ron, when he was striking, he was telling the ref, look, I'm not asleep, I'm still in this fight.
It's great work, great first round. The triangle choke applied there, Dean, just a small adjustment, might have seen the fight finished.
Yeah, if he'd have reached up, grabbed his shin, pulled his leg down and stayed off the back position and not rolled onto the side, he would have had more success there. But no doubt, they're making the adjustments now in the corner, and we will see some more fireworks here at Contenders. Last minute bits of advice here. Grant Smith sitting in the red corner there, giving him some advice. They want him to be first, be quick. That's what we can hear here, sat right next to the red corner. See if he can implement that.
Well, I'll be honest, Dean, I think that Smith allowed too much respect to Cooper in the opening minute of that round. He just let him have too much freedom until he set up that takedown. So let's see how he adjusts. Beautiful, both guys clash.
That was a
Low
low
blow.
blow, yeah.
Completely accidental. These things do happen in the sport of MMA.
Yeah, look like
Smith will be given a few minutes just to recover.
It looked
Get
like
his breath.
Smith was going for that turning back kick, and then he walked onto, I couldn't quite see from the commentary position, because all we saw really was Smith's back, but inadvertently caught some sort of strike there to the nether regions, and he'll get 5 minutes to recover here.
You certainly heard the noise of it, Dean.
Yeah, we heard that, man, and it sends a shiver down any man's spine.
Deep breaths. Shake it off.
Yeah, he seems all good.
Good to go.
Touch of gloves here. Good sportsmanship being shown. The leg kicks again we see from Cooper.
Superman punch to get it in. Smith shakes it off.
Smith's now very patient. I like you spoke about the confidence in the earlier round there, Rob. And he seems like he's more confident now. He's been very patient, and the strikes he throws is to look for a finish.
Cooper looking for that guillotine. Dives in on the neck. Difficult to see from our position just how deep it is. It looks to be in deep.
I think he's released his left arm there.
Yeah, he's let it go. Looking to come round to the side.
He was looking for the knee to the body, was Cooper, but Smith just took it as an advantage to go for that single leg. But Cooper's doing the correct thing. He's sprawling his hips back, keeping heavy. He needs to funnel in for the double underhooks. Could be looking for another guillotine here, Rob.
Yeah, that looks to be in this time, Dean. He seems to be getting that arm in nicely underneath the chin. Smith reaching up, trying to pull that arm away. Cooper getting in deep, goes in deep, looks to be in tight.
That's
Smith
very
could
close.
be
He
in
can use the
trouble.
cage here for more leverage. This is very close to being finished. He's
It's
all
over,
out.
it's over. Smith out cold.
Choked unconscious. That was beautiful.
Cold. Right above our position. And there really is, if you've ever done submissions, there's such a small space between awake and asleep. And right there, ladies and gentlemen, was an example of awake and asleep. Beautiful work.
That was beautiful. And the way he set that up, he caught the guillotine. If you noticed, he circled Grant Smith back onto the cage for the leverage. If you remember John Jones and the Lyoto Machida fight, that happened in the same instance. And he used the cage to block your opponent and to really be able to lever his neck up. And ultimately, we saw him go to sleep.
That was beautiful work. It was in deep. It was in deep pretty early on. And as you said, Dean, he was able to just maneuver him around, use that cage, get that extra inch of leverage, which put his opponent asleep. Beautiful work. Often in the sport of MMA, you see the big KO and you see people go to sleep. Very rarely do you see a man with resilience that stops him tapping to the point of sleep.
I mean, we saw patience on both sides here. And it was really the patience in the striking realm from Grant Smith and the submission realm from Jay Cooper. And he was really patient, kept working in the hands, and it's difficult to hand fight with the larger gloves, but he's still got that leverage and got that pressure.
Just with the medics now, making sure that he's okay, of course. Fighter's safety, paramount in this sport, always comes first. Right now, Grant taking deep breaths. A little disappointed, but a lesson learned.
You never lose, you only learn. He's going to go away now and figure out the escape, figure out how to not get caught in that position, and I'm sure he's going to come back stronger.
Well, let's be honest, it happens to the best. You know, that guillotine choke, if your neck is slightly out and you're with a seasoned BJJ, MMA, or even very basic fighter, you know, a guillotine is one of those first techniques that you pick up.
medical checks here. They're just going to double check that he's okay to get up and walk away. They're asking him here. And Grant's saying he doesn't remember being on the floor, but I mean, that's what happens when you get choked unconscious. The blood stops to your brain and you go to sleep, but he seems okay. He's gonna stand up here and a round of applause from the crowd here. Great sportsmanship being shown here at Contenders 21, Rob.
Yeah, the medic's completely happy with his recovery. Big win for Cooper.
And I mean, this is just like, I mean, I'm sat on the edge of my seat and it's only the second fight, man. This is what I love about Contenders. This is why I travel 3.5 hours across the country to come here and commentate alongside my old school brother, Rob. And we just have so much fun here, man.
It really is. I mean, highlight finishes just like that. This show is always delivering them.
It's a real treat for you guys watching here at home. Stay tuned. There's even more to come and even more crazier fights. This is just the second one.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for both these fighters in the cage, please. Obviously, fight safety is paramount at all times, so we always have to make sure we check these guys over. It's a very dangerous sport. Well, ladies and gentlemen, introducing your winner via standing guillotine. Give it up in the blue corner, Jay Cooper. And let's hear it for Grant Smith.
AVA Sports, sponsoring live stream action for Contenders. What's your knockout combination?